Hello, I am going to show you today the world's best oil catch can that exists. It's homemade. I made it myself, and I will going to share with you today the parts which I needed and little procedure from what I went through to make this oil catch can actually. Originally, this is BMW N54 oil catch can. So it come with this simple part. This upper cap. This is oil tank holder, and it normally comes just with. I will show you these two membranes. So it originally come just with one and two membranes, which the filters it should like filter something, but actually I after a long research I found it that it's totally bad design, I can say. It filters something but not quite enough and not everything. So what I did, with some simple tools and with some parts that can you order anywhere. I buy this part from eBay, some parts from Amazon. So you can make it actually the best oil catch can which exists, and it's lifetime oil catch can. It doesn't need to be serviced or changed, or it doesn't have some service interval. You just install it and you are all done. So I told you originally it come with these two things, and they should filter the bad oil what come from engine, valve cover, breather hose. So actually it doesn't filter quite good. So what I did, I must show you. One hole here was completely open. This is hole where comes all oil and little bit water and dirtiness from unburned gases what come direct from engine, uh, comes out here, and then where suction begins, that is another hole. There comes these two membranes, and there should filter all those oils and unburned gases and everything and store it in there. But that's not happening. That was not the case. I tried this oil catch can and it was bad design, I can say it. So I redesigned it. What I did, I put this thing. It's air and oil filter. It's 3-4 inch, I think. Yeah, the size, but I reshaped it. It normally come with square. It was a square piece with inside yeah threads. So with those inside threads, it's actually it doesn't need to be tightened anywhere. So the thread are useless. But what I did, I rounded pretty well. You need some sort of tools like this tool. So here uh, you can make it pretty round pretty round thing, and just simple tools. And I fixed it with this screw. I bore it. You see, I make a hole and I fix it, and from inside and from outside here also, everywhere I put JB Weld. JB Weld is two component. It's called like liquid metal. JB Weld, everybody knows what is JB Weld. So I put some JB Weld inside and tightened with a nut. Originally these two plates were held with little two tiny screws, and actually these screws are useless. You can see the hole where those screw goes. I can show you. Yeah, that hole is for that screw. It's like M3, M4, I don't know, I'm not sure, but it's really tiny screw. So what I did, I make new screw holes. It's M5 screw holes with M5 threads. So because I need a little bit more grip, because I added some parts, and what I did, I added o-ring. As you can see, this o-ring is glued to this thing, another o-ring is glued here. So, and this goes like this. First of all, you see this o-ring, it goes like this. And as you can see, I made two M5 holes, four M5 screws. Yeah, it's like these two screws, which press and squeeze those o-rings with, so it can be vacuumly totally sealed. This thing and this thing, these are two separate things. So because here comes the suction, here comes the hose from your intake manifold directly. It's bounded with here to this hole, and it here becomes the suction. And here comes, from this side comes another hose from engine crankcase breather, so valve cover, outlet gases, which comes with unburned oil or unburned fuel or everything mixed dirtiness, which comes through this hole and collect itself here. So then when these two screws, I'll show you just in a second, when these two screws are tightened, the o-ring are squeezed, then come this part. This is very actually this is very important part. Here I put some JB Weld for better seal, as you can see, and I took one aluminium plate, I cut it, I measured it and cut it, so, and screwed with this part here. So what it does, it separates these two chambers. So one chamber is, this chamber is like for suction, this chamber is where all the dirtiness and oil from your engine comes. So oil comes first of all here, it dips the gas, the pressure, it's suction pressure, vacuum pressure, which comes, it comes through these holes, and it collect that oil first of all here, and then what is not being collected, that's why this second part collects the another rest of oil, what's dirty oil, I mean, what comes, and it, with this plate, these two chambers are actually separated, and all the oil goes down here and lies down in the bottom of this catch can. What is its purpose, of course? So these plates, then I make new holes for new screw holes. So I make one here, and there are also M5 screws, long screw, and this plate is tightened like this to those screws, and then come this cover. I will show you, just I will assemble it and I will show you how it looks when it's assembled. So as you can see, these two screws are screwed in and they hold this plate tight. They squeeze those o-rings so it can be sealed. This hole and this hole must be sealed separately. So here comes the vacuum and here come all outlet from engine valve cover. Don't forget to put some Loctite. I use this one on those screws because of vibration by engine and high volume air vacuum suction. Maybe the screws can come loose, but it's only maybe. But for insurance, I put Loctite on all the screws which are here in this assembly, which are used here in this assembly. So I fixed this plate. Both of oil O-rings are squeezed, and one more important thing, put some silicone outside the O-rings because it will make better vacuum seal. I use just normal house black silicone. It doesn't need to be some kind of special silicone, heat treated silicone. No, it's just for better sealing, nothing special. It's need just to seal those O-rings bit better. So as you can see, the silicone had made pretty good contact with metal, and it's completely squeezed. So now we go to next step. Next step is putting this together. So now it's assembled. Now it's quite a finished product. What I do, I shaved little bit those screws so when the cap come, it doesn't interfere with it. Everything is very precisely measured, and yeah, now this cap should fit perfectly, and yeah, it does. So as you can see, it's a perfect fit. Yeah, one more very important thing, but what I want to do is I want to drill here one hole, and I want to put something like this. This is too much, this size, it's big, but I will like put 1/2 or a 3/8 inch elbow. So in some cars engine compartment, there is not enough space that you can every time put your hand inside and open it and empty it and then again make it close. It's too much work, I don't want that. So that's why I want to make here one hole and make some threads, 3/8 inch threads, and put elbow and put some kind of valve like this, open close valve. Or what I will do for my car, I will connect it direct to my oil pan, so every oil which is here, it goes down and it goes directly to oil pan. Oil pan has also vacuum suction, so it will suck it down. But what's very important, I must use this one-way valve. I put it here, so the vacuum happens only in this way. It cannot be reversed. So yeah, that is very important to put. And yeah, it's pretty much it. It's very successful design. This is actually not my first catch can which I made. I made one which I installed in BMW E60 2.5 liter M54 engine. Those M54 engine have had from factory problem with oil burning because their what happens there, oil catch can, what is OEM oil catch can, what is installed from fabric, it's actually quite stupid design. And what is that, it clogs after some time, and when it's clogged, it sucks all the oil from oil pan directly. It gets to intake and it burns oil, it's consume oils, and it make your gases, it make your exhaust gases worst. And when you go to inspection, then they say, yeah, your toxicness in your exhaust gases is too much. So when you install this oil catch can, I can guarantee you that your exhaust gases will be clean as possible, cleanest as they can be, because I tried this model, and I after 28,000 kilometer I rechecked it. I take intake manifold out, and there was no signs of oil. It was really clean. Valves are clean, intake valves are clean, intake manifold are clean, your exhaust gases are the toxicness is bit lower, yeah, of course. So it's a very successful design which I assembled, and I want to share this model with you guys so you can make your own. You need some simple tools. What you will need is I will show you in a sec. So you will need some thread makers. Of course, I have one set which all kind of stuffs from M3 to M12. Yeah, you will need some set of drills. You will need some battery powered drill. It's important that drill is I mean it has this switch, so you can regulate how fast it drills. That's very important. You cannot drill it with some drill which does not have this type of setup. You will need something to shear those metal sheets, make it look clean. And don't forget to put this one-way valve on your intake manifold. So where the suction comes here, it sucks the air direct to intake manifold. You must have this one-way valve installed because of the vacuum regulation, so it circles in a right way. This oil catch can will be installed on BMW M54 engine, A39, BMW A39 530i, 231 horsepower. It's a perfect design for that model. So this catch can will do a pretty good job with those M54 engines. It's a must, because the vacuum make the piston rings it seals better. It make the piston rings seal better, so it does not consume oil, because M54 engine have problem with the piston rings and it consume more oil, and it have problem with oil catch can. It generally have big problem with oil burning, and that's why I come up with this kind of solution, which is the perfect solution for those engine. There is no such a thing on market, because I did my research pretty good on internet. I didn't find this type of oil catch can. I have find very few other oil catch cans, but what problem is, those oil catch can on eBay have very little holes. I mean, you cannot put such a big diameter hose on them, so the suction is not enough, and it doesn't do its job so good. I With this oil catch can, I can put 16 millimeter hose there and here, and it's a pretty good diameter for vacuum suction and the gases which comes from valve cover. So that's pretty it. I thank you guys for watching, for taking your time. I think that I explained everything in very detailed manner, so you can make such a thing of your own. You need just some simple tools, and some. You must buy this N54 BMW N54 oil catch can, then make it as I showed in video, and that will be the perfect design, and it will do its job very well. And what very good is that it's a lifetime oil catch can. You don't need to replace it, you just install it and you don't think about it anymore. The original oil catch can which is installed on those BMWs have, I think, 40,000 service interval. You must, or 50,000, I'm not sure, but you must change them, because after some time they get clogged and they sucks. They are made from plastic and it's really a bad design. This is the best design for oil catch can. You can use it on any auto, on any car, I mean, and you can use it on motorcycle, because some motorcycle also needs the catch can. So it's not just BMW thing, it's overall. It's the best oil catch can that you can make of your own, that money can buy. There is no such a thing on internet. I looked everywhere and I didn't find it. Then I made this thing and it does its job very, very well. I thank you guys one more time for watching, for taking your time. Don't forget to like my video. I wish you a wonderful day. Goodbye. So guys, this is the final product. I will show you how it looks. Yeah, you can see it. So this goes to our catch can. There is two one-way valves. Here come pressure relief valve hose, and here is the suction. So it's not really complicated when you get used to it. I mean, yeah, sure, it's a bit of effort and work to create something like this, but I think this is the perfect design for M54 engine oil catch can hoses and one-way valves. So as you can see, this is tank ventilation system valve. Here is the intake suction, air pressure relief hose connector, two one-way valves for high pressure, high volume air, and there is this L thing, so it can be connected. I will show you how it looks like on the car. So this is how it looks like. As you can see, here connects this hose to oil catch can intake. This is 119 millimeter hose going directly to the engine valve cover ventilation system. Yeah, this is pretty much it. Yeah, I will show you in next video how it looks like when it's connected. Thank you for watching. Till next time.